Hi guys, welcome back to my channel with Divine Mother Goddess Yamaya, and I wanted to come to you guys with a video touching on some of the reasons why I haven't been on my channel, which a part of it has to do with my stability as well as security and safety as well as fear. Fear has been amongst the largest thing that's been holding me back, and I don't want to allow that to be something that's self-sabotaging for me. And so I wanted to just come out today. I had a situation where I was really afraid tonight to make this video because of a really large and big energy that I couldn't even see, that was basically trying to hold me back and cut off my throat chakra to prevent me from speaking. And even though I'm at the beginning stages and baby stages in everything that I'm doing with my channel, I still have been going through a lot of roadblocks and a lot of things that's been hindering me. Like I was mentioning and touching on about the stability aspect of my life, that's been putting me in a position where I feel like I can't really come out and speak as much as I would like to, just because I wanted to be in a comfort zone. But Spirit is pushing me out of that. Being able to have that as a crutch and being able to make that let that be an excuse, and basically just telling me, no, the time is now. So for someone out there, the time is now, not just for me. I know I'm not giving this message out for anyone who can relate, so I'm gonna just let you know right now that it's time for you to step up as well and speak out against things that you're seeing, things that you feel like you don't believe in. Talk about it, touch on it, raise your voice about it, shake things up about it. Don't go with the wave. Don't go with things that don't make sense to you, that you don't seem to understand, that you seem like you have the perfect understanding of, but you can't really figure out why the rest of the world is going with something that they know isn't right. There's a lot of people in this world who are going along with things that they know that is not right, that does not make sense, and they're continuing to go along with it. One example may be right now for the COVID-19. A lot of people are going along with that, and they know it not to be true. And instead of them going against it and saying, no, this not makes sense to me, or it's just the same as diseases, knowing that diseases derive from inflammation, and instead they know that the one way to tackle it may be by just using an alkaline diet and eating better and drinking better, or just fasting, instead of spending all these monies and paying out to these people that's ripping you off. Example be it for the pharmaceuticals and for gas companies. A lot of these times right now we're finding ourselves in those situations where the main things that's pulling out of our pockets right now is for better health, raised prices right now on what seems to be a famine, when really they're just taking things off of the shelves to prevent us from having access to it so that we can spend more money for it. Things that they're saying is a problem isn't really a problem. They have backup. They have backup situations where they have industries out there where they are producing more food in laboratories where they can put these things out here. And even though it's not healthy for you, they have those options out there. And instead of them putting them out there in order to make the prices go down, to help people to sustain, they're raising the prices to help people to become homeless, to help people to become in famine, so that they can be starved to death pretty much, and to kill people off. Why? Because they're becoming extinct, and because they're becoming extinct, they want to kill everyone else off or make it seem like everybody else is dying, when really it's just the survival of the fittest. And the survival of the fittest is not gonna going well in terms for the wise ones, for the chosen ones, and because most of them are the ones that's in the hoods and the ghettos, confined to them, because the government has been trying to hold them back, trying to keep them back since they've been birthed. And so A lot of you need to awaken from that slumber that you're in. A lot of you are in a slumber because you don't know what's going on. You don't know that you've been conspired against by your own governments. You've been conspired against your own neighbors, by your own family members. You think that a lot of these people are your friends. You're being conspired against by them, and you feel it. And your intuition is being raised, and you know things aren't right, but you're still going along with it. Stop going along with things that you know do not make sense to you anymore. This is a short but heavy video because it's something that I want to get straight to the point about, because I've been holding it in, and now like vomit that needs to be out is pouring out of me. And so tonight I had an entity in my car, a negative bad energy in my car that wanted to stop me from talking, but I'm gonna talk. I'm not gonna be afraid. I'm not gonna hold back. I won't hold back. I'm not afraid of anything, any physical, personal being on this 3D realm. It's the things that I don't see. A lot of the things that we all don't see, we're afraid of, right? You don't know what's to happen to you if you speak up and step out, but imagine what can happen to you if you don't. Imagine how you're gonna feel if your spirit is still in turmoil, because you could have did something physically, but you didn't do it, and you end up dying anyway because that was the plan anyway, and you could have did something to help you to be in a better position, but instead you were quiet. You stayed quiet. You didn't speak up, and now you are in a desolate place that you don't want to be, and you're lost. Don't be afraid. Don't let people have your tongue. Don't let people joke you around, have you running around with your head cut off like a fucking chicken. Do something. And I excuse my language, I don't like to cuss on my channel, but that's really what people are doing. A lot of people are trying to toy with you, toy with a lot of us, and have us confused about what's going on when we already know what's going on. And they want to keep you asleep. They want to keep you not seeing what's happening. But a lot of the water has been contaminated. A lot of the vegetables, a lot of the food has been contaminated. So, and more sugar has been produced in the foods. A lot more deals have been made in fast food restaurants and stuff like that to cause you to eat from there. A lot of the jobs have been put in over demand, where they look lucrative to take, but really the price is just reflecting with the inflation. And so it's really not a good paying job. You're just getting more higher numbers because the value of the dollar isn't worth anything. But if you, in all actuality, if you did your mathematics and looked at your budget, and if you have a budget, or looked at how much you've been spending and looking at your spending habits, then you'll see that you're really not making anything, which is why you're taking that second and third job, and you're really not having time for your family and your friends and your kids because you're too busy caught up in the rat race. That is a rat race that they want to keep you in until you die, literally. And a lot of people's time is short. A lot of things are happening right now. There's a lot more earthquakes that's happening right now. There's a lot of thunderstorms happening right now. In California, there is getting ready to be a really serious natural, supernatural event that is getting ready to occur. I promise you it is. And mark my words, if you are able to have internet connection when this come to pass, you will see that I am not playing with you. It is really an event that's getting ready to take place. And a lot of the people who stay here will die. A lot of the people who are thinking that type of thing cannot happen in California, those type of events cannot happen, I'm here to tell you that just like a lot of people thought that earthquakes wouldn't occur in South Carolina, they did. And there were just recently 2 earthquakes that were in South Carolina that were over 5.0 magnitude, which is not common. And they're going to have another one. And there's also a thunderstorm that's brewing right now in Louisiana, and Arkansas, Mississippi, in New York, in Washington, in Nevada. There's getting ready to be earthquakes in Nevada, in Arizona, in Colorado, in Utah, in Nebraska. There's a lot of stuff happening, and the water is being depleted because the land is going dry, which is going to be a famine, but it's going to be a supernatural famine to prevent the people who are playing game, which are the farmers who playing this game with the government, to help people to go into impoverished and starvation. They're gonna pay for that, and by paying for that, Ra is going to make sure that my ancestors are making sure that since they want to play games, that their farms are going to be dried out. Their farms and their crops are going to be dried out. The animals that they have are going to start dying off. Since they want to starve us and starve you, they're going to start starving as well. And so there's going to be a balance. So definitely don't worry about that. But get all of your eggs in the same basket. Start budgeting. Start getting your passports together because you will need them. Do not think that you don't need them. Do not think that nothing is going to happen. Something is going to happen soon. You want to get your cars together. You want to make sure that your cars are fixed. You want to make sure that you're able to protect yourselves. You want to make sure that you have survival gear. You want to make sure that you have first aid kits. You want to make sure that you have a lot of alkaline water. You want to make sure that you start exercising more. You start getting your diet in order. You start getting your sugar levels and salt levels in order so that you're able to be fit and able to be on the move and ready to move. Because once these events start happening, I promise you, you do not want the government to be the one who is stuck to take care of you, because a lot of you will get stuck into camps and you will not be able to leave out of them. You will get stuck into shelters that are going to be ran by the government, who will be checking and keeping those, especially who have not been vaccinated. You will start getting chipped. A lot is going to happen. A lot is happening. Your brains are being fried by the 5G technology internet and you don't even know it. And a lot of you are holding it in your hands and you're thinking that you have the latest technology when really you have the latest warfare technology in your hands, created to kill you. A lot of the information that I'm sharing with you is dangerous for others to repeat, but I am not afraid of anything. I'm not afraid for myself or my children. I don't give a damn who the fuck I piss off. I'm gonna piss off a lot of people, and that's okay with me, because I'm highly pissed off as well. Even though I'm very relaxed right now, I can allow myself to be mad in a sense of stressing myself out. A lot of the things that I know I've already been pissed off about. I've already had to go over it in my head about situations that might occur and get over it, get over those fears, which is why I'm making this video. I'm done being afraid. I'm done not speaking up. I'm done pretending to be someone that I'm not. I'm done being in a state of worry. That's not me anymore. But you guys need to go and learn as much as you can about your family lineage, and not the lineage that's connected to the European. You need to learn your lineage that's connected to the Egyptians. You need to look really deep. You need to start connecting the dots. You need to start doing your meditations. You need to start listening to your higher being. You need to start answering the callings that you're hearing. You need to start taking those extra steps into becoming self-employed and stop depending on a job. And I'm not trying to throw shots, I really mean that. Because when you're in a position of working for someone else, you are giving them the control over you. So get out of that. Get out of that state and step into your power. I'm going to talk to you guys soon because it's late and I got to get my kids to sleep. But I have another message for you guys, so please come back and join me in my next video. Thank you for listening up. I know it was quick, but I have some more to talk about. Have a good night. I love you, I love you, I love you.